Okay, get this. Right now, there's a bomber, one that was built back when John F. Kennedy was in the White House, and it's being prepped for missions it's going to fly in the year 2060. No, this is not science fiction. It's the absolutely incredible story of the B-52 Stratofortress. It's a Cold War legend that's being reborn for a whole new century of flight. And today, we're going to break down how this is even possible.
And that really is the central, kind of mind-bending question here, isn't it? How can a plane built in 1962 still be flying missions in 2060? What kind of upgrade could possibly turn a 60-year-old aircraft into a next-generation weapon? Well, the answer is a total masterclass in engineering, economics, and military strategy. The result of all this work is a projected service life that is it's unheard of in military aviation. By the time the last B-52 is finally retired, it will have served for nearly 100 years. That's 5 times its original design life. Just let that sink in for a second. So, to really understand how we got here, we've got to look at what the U.S. Air Force is actually doing. Because this isn't just about maintenance or slapping on a new coat of paint. No, these Kennedy-era planes are being completely transformed into something their original designers could never have even dreamed of. And let's just pause to really appreciate how long ago 1962 was. The last B-52H rolled off the assembly line before the U.S. was deep in the Vietnam War, before we ever landed a man on the moon. The mechanics working on these planes today, their parents probably weren't even born when these bombers first took to the skies.
So why? Why go to all this trouble for this specific aircraft? Well, it's because for, 7 decades now, the B-52 has proven itself to be the irreplaceable backbone of the U.S. Air Force. It is a true legend of the skies.
I mean, look at this service record. The B-52 has flown in every single major American conflict since Vietnam. It's outlasted multiple bombers that were actually designed to replace it, like the B-1 and the B-2. And get this, even when the brand new super stealthy B-21 Raider comes online, the good old B-52 will be flying right alongside it.
You know, this quote from Air Force crews just captures the essence of the B-52 perfectly. It's not the prettiest plane, it's definitely not the fastest, and it's for sure not stealthy. But its unique workhorse capability is its absolutely massive 70,000-pound payload and its incredible 8,800-mile combat radius. It's a proven, reliable heavy lifter like nothing else. And the crews that fly it have this, well, let's call it an affectionate nickname for it: the Buff. That stands for big, ugly, fat. Well, let's just say the last word starts with an F. It's a total term of endearment for an aircraft that, no matter what, always gets the job done. But that legendary service record was facing a huge threat. Its 8 original Pratt & Whitney TF-33 engines, we're talking 1960s technology here, were becoming completely unsustainable. As one Air Force officer famously put it, the engines were finding new and creative ways of breaking. The supply chain was just falling apart.
The situation got so bad that maintenance crews were forced to start cannibalizing the fleet. That means they were literally pulling working engines and parts off of one B-52 just to keep another one in the air. That was the flashing red light that a drastic solution was needed, and fast.
And that solution is one of the most ambitious upgrade programs in the history of aviation. This is not a repair job. It is a complete rebirth that's creating a whole new variant, the B-50J.
And the price tag, wow. It really tells you just how big this project is. The total program cost is estimated at a staggering $48.6 billion. That's a massive, massive investment in a legacy airframe. So, what does all that money actually buy? Well, first and foremost, new engines. The old, unreliable TF-33s are being swapped out for 8 modern Rolls-Royce F-130s. Now, these are basically military versions of the super efficient engines that power Gulfstream business jets. And that means the supply chain is finally modern and, sustainable.
Next up, it's senses. The old, clunky, mechanically scanned radar is getting ripped out, and in its place, a modern AESA system that's an active electronically scanned array, which is the same advanced radar you'll find in America's newest fighter jets. This lets it navigate better, target better, and track a whole bunch of targets at once. And inside the cockpit, the crew was getting dragged from the 1960s straight into the 21st century. All those old analog dials and gauges, gone. Replaced by sleek, all-glass digital displays, plus new communication systems are going to allow for machine-to-machine data transfer, sending targeting info directly to the crew in real time. It's a total game changer.
And what about what it can carry?
Well, the 1760 internal weapons bay upgrade gives the new B-50J a mind-boggling 66% increase in its internal weapons capacity. To put that into perspective, just 2 of the new B-52Js will be able to carry more precision weapons than 3 of the current models combined.
So, what does all this mean for the big picture? I mean, what's the end game here? Well, this massive upgrade allows for a complete strategic shift for the entire U.S. Air Force Bomber Command, completely reshaping the fleet for decades to come.
See, the Air Force is moving from a really complex and expensive 3-bomber fleet to a much more efficient 2-bomber force. The B-1 and the B-2 stealth bombers, they're going to be retired. The new fleet will be made up of 2 main aircraft: the super stealthy B-21 Raider for those dangerous, penetrating missions, and the upgraded B-52J as the versatile, heavy-lifting workhorse for pretty much everything else.
And this really gets to the heart of the story. It proves that sometimes the smartest way forward is actually to look back and invest in technology that has already proven its worth.
So why upgrade instead of just building a bunch of new planes? Well, first off, cost. This is way cheaper than designing and building 76 brand new bombers from scratch. Second, the airframe itself is incredibly sound. It was designed in an era of over-engineering, so as the saying goes, its bones are good. And finally, it preserves an absolutely unmatched capability and creates this amazing sense of continuity, connecting generations of the Air Force.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, right? The B-52J program really represents a major shift in thinking. That upgrading a proven system can actually be a smarter, more effective strategy than just always starting over from scratch. And it makes you wonder, in an age that's so obsessed with the next new thing, when is old, proven technology thoughtfully updated actually the better choice?